Hello and welcome back to the Know. My name is Bruce.
And I'm Captain Abscats.
We throw a lot of superfluous questions in all caps at you all the time, as you've seen. Today, we've got, is The Witcher done forever?
Goodbye, Witcher. See you never.
The answer is yes. Have a good Friday, everyone. We'll see you later. No, actually, it's not done forever. We don't actually know that for sure. We simply answered the question. The video wouldn't be long enough to generate any watch time for our channel called The Know.
Yeah, and now we're getting into details you guys don't even give a shit about. So let's just report the news instead of getting all metaphors.
Yeah, Eurogamer reporter Robert Perchisi interviewed CD Projekt co-founder Marcin Iwinski on the future of the company and learned that the last expansion for Witcher 3, titled Blood and Wine, will be the last Witcher we ever witch for good.
When asked if CD Projekt is leaving The Witcher for good, Iwinski responded, and I quote, "This is the end. Blood and Wine is the closing, and there won't be any Witcher anytime soon, if there ever will be one. And I would really like to see how people feel about it, if they will enjoy it."
According to Perchese, this is a bit of a surprise given that CD Projekt has 2 games on its release slate for the next 5 years. There's the as yet unseen Lawrence.
CYBERPUNK!
Oh, look at his boner, I can see it.
It's really big.
It's hard as rock there. And another announced AAA RPG, right, Lawrence?
Yes, so I guess given the company's legacy, it seemed natural to assume that the unannounced game would be The Witcher 4.
Yeah, that's true.
But Iwinski definitively shut the door on that idea by saying, quote, "We are a publicly traded company, so we cannot comment on that," that meaning the unannounced game. "But I can assure you, we are not working on another Witcher." So there you have it. The Witcher trilogy is very nearly in the books. Once Blood and Wine comes out, that's it. Close the door on it. Collect all your little lady cards from your conquests out there.
Yeah.
All your little leaves that you pick up making your little Witcher potions.
No, I don't know. It just means less issues of Playboy that I'm going to buy.
Is anyone getting misty about this, James? You getting upset?
Well, collectively, I have played about 0 hours of The Witcher. So, you know,
That's a lot of Witcher
for me,
you
this is the end of an era.
I actually watched my roommate play through parts of Witcher 2.
Uh-huh.
It seemed really difficult, and he told me about how really, really hard it was.
Yeah.
So
So naturally, that's why we're the ones
very
here
qualified to speak on
talk
this.
about
But it's
this.
got some fucking, right, Lawrence?
Oh, it's got fighting and fucking.
Yep.
Finally, you can do both.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's right. Wait, one of the Witchers was in Playboy, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Those are the only issues of Playboy that I buy.
Well, could we do with the Witchess?
Oh, that's the biggest problem with the game is that there's a male lead, so he's just not naked all the time.
Lawrence, please say something about the game.
There was a Lady Witcher in Witcher 3.
No, talk about the game. The
Oh,
video
fine.
game.
Okay. So, Witcher as a franchise has some significance, especially for when it came out and how it came out. Similar to Demon Souls, and I hate to say that because everyone likens everything to Demon Souls, but I promise this will make sense. It came out in a time where most developers were focused on cinematic-styled, big-budget games, a lot of scripted sequences, a lot of running down flaming hallways and things exploding and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like Demon Souls, it proved there was still a market for games with deep gameplay systems and challenging but rewarding encounters.
You got that fucking though.
Yeah, you got...
Woo!
Yes, they added fucking as well.
Love that.
Speaking of challenging encounters, have you ever tried having sex?
It wasn't that hard, really. In Witcher 1, you basically just gave them carrots and then they had sex with you.
Oh, wait.
What? That's weird.
There was one side quest where, like, this dude was like, "Yeah, I hear this banshee wailing across the lake." Turns out it's this lady just having crazy sex and really liking it all the
Whoa.
time. And then you have sex with her, and then it has this, like, pan shot of this screaming going out across the lake, and the guy's like, "What the fuck is that?" You solved the quest by fucking. It's great.
Well, obviously, the Witcher series meant a lot for PC gaming. as
Yeah,
we just
obviously.
proved. 2007 was a very dark time. Very few big publishers even bothered with PC ports of their console titles, and even those ports were shitty and bogged down with horrible DRM.
Yeah, in contrast, The Witcher was a PC-focused game, and it didn't include horrendous DRM.
Yeah, with The Witcher, CD Projekt proved there was still an audience for dense RPG games on the PC, and that you didn't need restricted DRM to turn a profit on those releases.
So thank you, CD Projekt, for saving PC gaming for all of us. I mean,
Oops.
but there was someone else, right?
Well, who?
Wouldn't Lord and Savior Gaben save PC gaming?
Well, it's more of a pantheon situation. There are many gods that
Oh,
have
okay.
saved, that have
It's like
saved
Hindu.
PC gaming over and over and
Yeah.
over. As previously mentioned, our next gift from the heavens will be Cyberpunk 2077. Lawrence?
But when?
Just,
Does anyone know if this is a game yet, or is it just
Lawrence
a
has
naked
been-
woman
he's
sitting
been
in the street?
literally masturbating to it every single
not
day
naked.
since the trailer came out.
Boy, shit, man. When that trailer hit, it was like, "I think this is sexist." Thanks, bloggers. Thanks. You really holding it down,
That
doing the
was
world a
sexist?
service.
Shooting a woman is sexist now?
No, she was a sexual object because she was wearing lingerie.
She was a cyborg, I thought.
Blah. Yeah, she's probably like a sex bot. Who knows? Anyway, nobody knows when Cyberpunk's coming out. Probably not even CD Projekt at this point. They're just working on it. From the sounds of it, they're still in the early stages. There was that report that came out a while ago saying they're still working on the dev tools. which some people interpreted to mean they haven't even started on the game yet, which is not really how game development works, but whatever.
Well.
Odds are we're not going to see any more of the game, no like gameplay or anything until 2017.
Oof.
And I think the earliest we can hope for a release is late 2018.
Ooh.
Probably a little longer than that. So it's going to be a while. These games take a long time to make.
So what about this third mysterious game? What would that be?
Oh, good fucking question. In that there will be fucking in it. CD Projekt has worked on The Witcher and Cyberpunk so far, two properties that were relatively unknown before they converted them into open world RPGs. Granted, the word cyberpunk is a genre, but the game is based on the pen and paper RPG Cyberpunk 2020.
Oh, okay. The only thread we can connect between these two is that they were relatively unknown properties, but well-realized worlds. Nobody knew about the Witcher series of novels before the games came out, and we're saying nobody in quotes there. Similarly, Cyberpunk 2020 is something that a handful of people that spend a lot of time in the back of a comic book shop know about, but other than that, really nothing.
Yeah, so if we extend that thinking, CD Projekt's unannounced game is probably a relatively unknown property that has a well-developed world and setting. That doesn't really narrow things down. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of stupid books that we've never read and probably will never read.
Which, if you think about it, is pretty brilliant from a business standpoint. CD Projekt, is that what you said, Elyse? CD Projekt?
Yeah.
CD Projekt!
Gets a property and a built world for very little money, and then they can convert that into a powerful property by building a huge game around it.
It's kind of cool how they'll find these obscure things and then they'll, not mainstream, but they'll bring them to a larger audience.
Cool.
It's really cool. But what is something that could fit that billing?
Lawrence?
Oh shit, here we go.
Yeah, come on, hit him.
Wheel of Time. I know that, oh boy,
Sure.
people, yeah, immediately it was like, oh, everybody knows about Wheel of Time.
There's a television show.
It's
It's
not
miniseries
Star
I
Wars.
watch in the middle of the night.
I know about it.
I mean, there's stuff like Dragonlance. That's got a little shitload of books. Discworld. I know that that's been a game before, and hey, we're just spitballing here.
Yeah.
Oh, Sword of Truth? Sword of Shannara? There's another sword in there somewhere. The Wizard of Earthsea? What the fuck is that?
Hey, I got one. Leviathan. That the Scott Westerfield thing about
No,
steampunks.
I don't know what
It's
you're
World
talking
War
about.
One, except that the Darwinism has taken over the UK, right?
Yeah.
And then the Germans have gone with a more steampunk type steampunk versus animals, beasts and machines.
Oh, gosh.
Shout out to Joel. What about the Baroque cycle?
Oh, I read the first book of that fucking series, and it took me a year
It was great.
to read because it was so boring.
It was great watching Joel go, Bruce, you're gonna love this. And then Bruce would just come in just looking sicker and sicker and sicker.
It became Nerd Central in here all of a sudden. We apologize for that. Somehow we turned 2 quotes into like 6 minutes of talking. Actually, more like 10 probably. So our job here is done.
Thank you.
We've done it.
Thank you. For the record, I don't think that a not serious game is a bad game.
No.
I just think that you put titties in your video game. I'm not gonna take it seriously.
What would you?
I'm gonna jerk off, but
You're gonna do that anyways. What would you like CD Projekt's mysterious third game to be?
It's gonna be standalone Gwent. Standalone Gwent.
What's Gwent?
Wait,
What is
that already
a
exists.
Gwent?
what'd you say?
I haven't been keeping up with CD Projekt.
Wait,
but I
Lawrence,
knew
does
this.
Lawrence have it in his backpack?
Check this. Huh?
What's that?
Oh my god.
What are those?
We got Gwent cards.
Gwent? What the fuck
What is this?
Gwent?
I haven't heard this until literally 30 seconds ago, and now there's cards being thrown at me.
What is Gwent?
How do you guys not know what Gwent?
It's a
Oh yeah, you
game
didn't.
within the game.
didn't play any Witcher
You guys
3.
Try to keep up.
I think it's a Swamp Thing game.
Guys are doing a Final Fantasy VIII. They're triple triad and you.
Probably Swamp Thing.
Gwent! Are you recording right now? Oh shit, what should we...
Think of something to say. Improvisation isn't really our thing,
I
but
love The Witcher.
I love that some of the characters in The Witcher have been Playboy.
You gotta remember, don't talk about The Witcher.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right, because that's part of the episode. What else should we talk about?
I think it's pretty safe to say that if you make a video game and you put nudity in the video game,
Yeah.
there's no way the narrative can be taken seriously. There, I said it.
What?
Yes.
Hold on, there's nudity in Game of Thrones, and we take that narrative seriously.
That's live action.